the Teutonic and Celtic comparison with Babylonian belief. Today I find myself correcting the work of Lewis Spence. Don't worry, I'll do this quickly. The work of Saint Bede in 700 AD transcribed the Hebrew text into Old English and Frankish. I believe this was the Septuagint version, to which Alexander the Great included the Babylonian script. The root for Celt and Chaldean are the same, and is clearly derived from the Semitic languages. Mr. Spence also mentions a peculiar god, the name of whom I will provide at the end. Compared with the great Germanic religion, the Babylonian offers few points of resemblance. I say there are many. Zu, Ziu, or Sin are indeed cognate, connected, because Odin, Tyre, the god of war, was originally known as Zu, and both of their symbols are three branches. Ug is a lion, Ugmushen is a raven, Ash or is the wolf, Mushusu, Mush, is the great serpent. The Ash also cognate with spider, or spider's web, the Nuke of Loki's web, which may be the Nuke from Hanukkah, and this would relate to the Abzu, Anuk, an opening for the gods. In the Germanic region, the reign of darkness, or the darkness of the gods, Ragnarok. One more thing, Odin was known to the people as Thor, a name shared, bound, to both Odin and Loki is Othella, Oth-Illa, Oth meaning oath, and Illa meaning carrier. And this is where we get the eagle, An-Dor, Thor's eagle. Like Anzu or Sha'ur, An-Dor is the symbol of protection, which of course depends on perspective. That is, if anybody is familiar with the eagle hammer sacrifice. Protection depends on perspective. In the faith of the Teutons, departmental deities were the rule rather than the exception. In fact, in no mythic system are the gods so associated with departments as the Teutonic, and this despite the fact that no definite empire was ruled by the Teutonic tribes. Is Mr. Spence aware of the Scythians, who were a total of 10 tribes, ruled over by Scythian nobility? The Scythian nobility are known to have settled in Thebes, in Egypt, and the 10 tribes were nomadic. As you can see, it is the problem with multiculturalism, as it becomes harder and harder to find out what the original belief was. Mr. Spence adds, was the Teutonic system the remains of a religious aristocracy which had hived off from some center of political power? That would be the Scythian nobility. Nor do the Semitic religions have much in common with Celtic, so far as their basis of polity is concerned, although numerous valiant attempts have been made by antiquarian gentlemen of the type so common half a century ago and not yet defunct, defunct meaning dead, meaning they are still alive, and the theory has not been disproven, to prove or deny Babylonian influence upon Celtic faith and story. Now here he presents the name. Thus, we have been told that the Celtic Bile was as certainly allied to the Semitic Bel as the Roman Mars was to the Greek Ares, and this of course through Phoenician influence, the people of Tyre and Sidon having been traced to Ireland as colonists. These theories are of course not worth the paper they were written on, any more than is the supposition that the Scottish Celtic festival of Beltane has any connection with the Babylonian Bel. It was in fact presided over by the god Bile, a Celtic deity who has, on other accounts, been confounded with the Babylonian god. I'm not sure he is aware of the root for Scot. It is derived from stotle, which is Greek. The Phoenician influence may come from St. Michael's Mount, which was originally a Phoenician tin port on the coast of Britain, connected to the land of the giants, Cornwall, the origin of the southwest wind. The god in question would be An-zi. In Italian, it means on the contrary, in fact. I add, how appropriate. I may have added that, but it is connected to the Sumerian Z, the Z from An-zi. An, god, Z, Bile. But also, according to the language, the child of Bile, Dumuzi, related to the reading of the liver, Ba, liver, liver omen, the Baru priest being the reader, Z from Sumerian Akkadian, breathing, breath of life, throat or soul, and the context is to destroy, to annihilate, but also the words stench, bile, and bitter, and that would be the problem with Sumerian language, because stench, bile, and bitter are also cognate with mush, bitter serpent. It would also be the bitter from Mara, the Ma from Marduk, the Ma from Mary, almost as if they are attempting to form a faith, confidence, legitimacy, sanction, the truth, so that the soul can go forth and strengthen the Hubur River, almost as if the devil has a red right hand, who pretends to be righteous, good and firm, in order to gain the faithful, to be true, legitimate, lawful, appropriate. Cognate with An-zi, on the contrary, in fact, flour, meal, the motion of grinding life down. We are told the devil is a trickster, to which I find it fitting that we end on the word Lu. Lu, light, bright, shining. Treachery, lies, deceit. I think you'll agree this is the bitter truth.